Hey everybody, how's it going? This is Chauncey Anderson. I just wanted to come to you guys and take a moment to talk about a few things. First and foremost, sometimes when you hear the word CEO, you often think of boardrooms or business suits, right? But today, I want to redefine what it means to be a CEO. And I'm talking about all of you YouTubers that are influencers, those of you that are entrepreneurs, as well as those that are CEOs of small businesses, medium sized businesses, as well as large businesses. It's not really about the corporate titles, it's about the mindset, it's about the heart set, it's about your health set, it's about your soul set. Uh, What I'm talking about is when I think of the word or the three letters CEO, I'm thinking about you as a creator. I'm thinking about you as an empowerer, as well as an operator of your YouTube channel, of your small business, large business, or whatnot. When it comes to leading a company or in your community for that matter, or just your own life, I want you to start thinking about the approach you can take to elevate your impact. I have had an opportunity to review. Oh man, it's a book. It is so phenomenal. And I'll talk to you about that later on. But what I really want to get into is what is your performance as a CEO, as a creator, as an empowerer, as well as an operator? um, Really, when I think about examples of creators, you think about people that design things, uh, who manufacture things, who put forth things. But when I'm speaking about, we'll start with the letter C, the creator, and what it means to be a creator. See, sometimes when we think about the word creator, we're thinking about forms of religion, or if you say the Almighty, or if you're talking about just in some ways outside of you. But in trueness, that concept is very much inside of you. I'm going to give you some examples, and I'm going to come back to them periodically throughout this video because I think each and every one of you are a creator. You all are creators. You just sometimes have to see yourself as that. My first example about what I mean, it is a great book about a true story about the first black major in the military, and his name is Martin Robeson Delaney. This was a very instrumental person. He was not only just a major in the military, but he also was a doctor. And this is one thing that he said when I look at his book that was written about him. It says that Martin sat up in his chair as he blurted out the words, "I'm going to be a doctor." Think about that. He said, "I'm going to be a doctor." Now, back in that day, it was very seldom, let alone for an African American man during the time of slavery, or being enslaved, I should say, to even think about the process of becoming a doctor. But that's what Martin Delaney himself chose to do and did do. He did become a doctor. Phenomenal book. Like I say again, the author of this book, she has many, many, many stories. Her name is Dorothy Sterling. Look it up. Phenomenal book. Check it out. Now, another creator, uh, I have had the fortune and have been blessed to know this person for over 9 years, and I'm glad to say uh, she conquered her fears and she got to it. And I'm going to tell you, this is my wife, Miyaka Anderson. We call her Maya. And if you really know her, I'm not going to say what her nickname is. She wrote this book right here. It's called Confronting Reflections. Powerful, powerful book. This book right here, Whew, needless to say, it still caused my heart to skip a beat when I read it, when I learned of her story, and she was so willing to come to me to tell me that story. It was powerful. Yeah, soon, February 22nd, 2025, we will have been married for 9 years. We love everything that we do. We've lived from Washington State, San Diego, California, and now we're living here in, at correction, in the state of Georgia. I won't say where, but we live in the state of Georgia. It's powerful, impactful. We got here, we kicked it in full gear. Not only her writing her own book, as a creator, she created a, our online e-commerce business called Rooted Vines, which is a business that deals with all forms of organic herbal teas. Check out the site myrootedvines.com. It's our second year, and we are loving. Actually, it will be December. Will be our second year, but we're loving every minute of it. I ain't never been to so many pop-up shops in my life. I love it. We get out there, we do our thing, even if it's in the rain, if it's the heat, if it's, it don't hardly snow here, but we get out in the cold and we really enjoy our community, getting to learn it, love the people. But yeah, check that one out. And then last but not least, so those are two creators right there, right? And then my final creator is a brother that I deeply love, and this is called, it is Billy Carson, and his book that I got, it says Woke Doesn't Mean Broke by Billy Carson. If you are looking for a book to impact your life from a financial standpoint, to help you completely understand you yourself as a creator, I highly, highly suggest that you get this book. Yeah, it's thick, but it is a phenomenal book. And it does some great things for our lives. It helps us in those areas of where we're at as far as performance. What I often say, tell me, comment in the video below, what is your performance level? I don't want you to rate yourself high, medium, or low, but what do you think about your performance on a day in and day out basis? How do you get yourself going each and every day? Do you uh, get out and create in life, whether you're a husband or wife, a mother, a father, son, daughter? How do you uh, uh, create the things that you want to have happening in your life? Word that is often used. How do you manifest those things that you want in your life? What do you steps do you necessarily take? How do you calculate your next move in life? With all that is going on, do you keep your prize, that mark for the prize that you want in your life, moving? Now, here becomes the next letter in the word CEO, is the letter E. And that, in and of itself, are you an empower? Do you empower yourself to get out and do the things that you do? Also, do you empower others? That's a phenomenal piece. Like I say again, when I showed you these books right here, each and every author, each and every author is an empower. They are about the business, and if you read their lives, they're about that business of empowering other people. But they also, guess what? They empower themselves. That's the number one things when it comes to performance. How do you empower yourself? I'm gonna just straight up tell you about myself. I got this one book. It's an audio book, but I also have it. I like Kindle. I have it on Kindle. But there's this book called If Nothing Else. I thought I was going to hold it, but I can't. It's called The 5 a.m. Club. This book, written by a brother called Robin Sharma. My wife will tell you, I walk around with that audiobook on each and every day since I have listened to it. It is not, I take a shower, I'm listening to it. I'm making breakfast, I'm listening to it. I'm making smoothies and fruit bowls for me and my Rottweiler. I'm listening to it. I'm in my car driving, I'm listening to it. Literally, it is about an 11-hour audiobook. We drove from Georgia to Pittsburgh. I listened to that audiobook. I've still to this day while I'm making this video. If I could turn it on without messing up my video, I would turn it on. It's that powerful. But anyway, how do you empower people? Please, in the description down below on this YouTube channel, please let me know, how do you empower yourself and how do you empower others? Whether it's loved ones, whether it's friends, whether it's, family members, co-workers, people you see on the street. Do you like greet them? Do you have a smile on your face? Are you excited about life? That's what empowering is all about doing. uh, I had this caption. I wish I knew how to bring little segments in or pictures in. I remember Leonardo DiCaprio. He's doing his walk and his movie that he plays. He is just excited, and I'm just going like, every time I think about that, I'm a buzz. But also that 5 a.m. Club book, it is phenomenal. It is an empowering book. It is an impactful book. What do you do? Put again down in the chat. Please tell me, what do you do as far as creating lasting impacts? That's what empowering means. Have a lasting impact on someone. That's what I'm talking about. Now, this third and final, the letter of CEO, the letter O. I want you to think about, what do you do as far as being an operator? How do you affect? How do you put to action? How do you work more efficiently? How do you streamline tasks, things that you do for the day, whether it's work, whether it's play, whether it's you name it. I mean, my wife would tell you, I have an analytical mindset, but I also have a personality that they have four different types of personality. I'm more like an otter. Actually, here's the funniest part. When I said that, I'm glad I did. I mean, one day me and my wife had a conversation, right? And she said, uh, you have like three different personalities, two of which I love dearly, but the third one I do not like. She loves me, the husband, the father, that personality that's always there, that always cares, that's always motivating. She loves the second one. I believe she called it the friend. I'll have to get her on here, but it was hilarious. And I can really understand it. I'm like, okay, I'm feeling it. But this third one, I don't know how many of you guys have seen the movie The Matrix, but she does not like Mr. Anderson. That's our last name. And she said, you can keep Mr. Anderson. He is not my cup of tea. So when we're having discussions or we're having debates or arguments or however you want to put it, she can sense when Mr. Anderson is on the rise. And I mean, I start sensing it because she gets silent, but I have learned to keep Mr. Anderson at bay. I often ask her, do you feel like Mr. Anderson is in this? In our discussions, if we not really just, having a good time with one another, and we definitely do have a good time. Fellas, husbands, brothers, men, if you are married, got a significant other, whatever your pleasure, love on your wife. Love on your girlfriend, love on your significant other, raise them up, call them your life partners, whatever you will. But that's our main thing. I cannot express enough the love that I have for my wife and the things that she does for me. She keeps me on point. As an operator, it's all about the grit and the grind. How do you put detail on everything that you do and love solving problems? I mean, that's just kind of like, not just for men, but that's men and women as a whole, young and old. This is what we do. We are operators. We are not sitting out here, hopefully, twiddling our thumbs, not making an impact on life. This is what a CEO does. We're creators, we're empowerers, as well as we are operators. That's the fascinating part about what we do. And those of us that are CEOs and understand that aspect of CEOs, as YouTube influencers, as small business owners, as everyday go to work, do your thing, stay at home moms, we can make things happen. We are not dependent upon anyone. And that's what I love, because I still get up and go to work. But now I am supercharged and motivated by the audio book and the book, The 5 a.m. Club. I love when I go to work, the aspect of the things that I do as an administrative officer. It is powerful. I love coming in contact with other people, making their day. And 3 to 5 years, I plan on retiring, but I'm not going to be sitting on my laurels. I want to be a consultant. I want, for the old, the young, those that are my age, I want to be a day trader, you know, in the futures market, understanding wheat and corn and all those things, tangible things that we eat every day, and how to make money from it, as well as the four major indices: Dow, the Nasdaq, S&P 500, and the Russell 2000. These are things that I'm doing. So, what do you do when it comes to being a CEO of your life? What qualities are you working on today? It is effective. It is, I, as it says in the good book, I beseech you. I saw this young lady on YouTube one day. Her name was Dodash. This young lady is kicking butts and taking names. I've seen so many other men and women on YouTube that are doing the things that I love to do, and they are putting in the work. These things are most important. But I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up. But once again, I will highly suggest that you, as a young man or woman, get this book uh, by Dorothy Sterling about Martin Delaney. And if you go out to our website, get this book right here, Confronting Reflection, which is written by my beautiful wife, Miyaka Anderson. And last but not least, right here, Woke Doesn't Mean Broke by my man, Billy Carson. These are some powerful books. What books do you like? Drop them in the chat. Let me know. I would like to pick up books that are influencing you, making you get out there, becoming a CEO, being a creator, being an empowerer, as well as being an operator in life. But until next time, if you would do me a solid, if you would please like, if you would please share, if you would drop a comment in the chat to let me know what you think of this video, I truly appreciate it. And with that, until next time, and it might be soon, because I got a lot to talk to y'all about. At this stage in my life, I'm feeling really good. I'm loving life. And I want to, you know, to empower you guys. I want you guys to be effective operators. And also, I want you guys to be creators of great things in your life, as well as others. Our community deserves it. Uh, I look forward to our next opportunity. And with that, all I would say, own your morning, elevate your life. Bye, you guys.